I am back and with some more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We're on episode 12 and we're going to continue on with the Let's Play. And yeah, as you can see, the end screen for last episode, which we're more or less continuing on from. I thought it'd be cool end screen to have a screenshot of Benezia. But as you can see, we've defeated her. She's technically dead, I think, but her eyes are moving. Why is her eyes are moving? That's creepy. I had a few bugs last episode. And then we've let the Rachni go. Because I know that that's a good ally to have in latest game. Because the thing is, from here you wouldn't tell, but with photo mode. Right, that's select. Wonder if it's like with everybody. I think maybe if I kill someone and the body is still there, I might check that. I wonder if it's every body that has eyes moving. She ain't even got her eyes closed. I suppose it's just to say, like, no point animating it, because really, if you go to look at her, if you go and have a look at her, she is in a way that you would never, as a player, you would never, even if you try, the camera would never let you see her in that position, so they probably thought, yeah, there's no point making her eyes closed because the players won't see it. So, yeah, we've got some Rachni still to kill, but they're like degenerate sort of things. They're kind of like rejects that the Queen didn't want to have. But technically we've got an ally for next time. Let's get the shotgun out. What's what's the red dots? Like, threat. So we're going into the hot labs now. Okay. Oh, this ain't weird at all.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira the start.
Oh no. Oh, so like Alien. That was such an Alien moment right there. Tail in the back of the chest. And is he face down? Let's have a look. Photo mode. Oh, his eyes are closed. Ew. 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 You could do a boundary break with this. Ew. That's disgusting. What you got in here, mate? Oh, dear. Ew. Someone's been having... Someone's... Yeah, they're moving. Ew. That's not nice. you can do some wacky... Because, let's be honest, like... Mass Effect hasn't been designed for the... Isn't designed for... Is this the lab? What is this? Oh, mirror. Oh.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
We're moving on.
Logging.
I feel like going... Hot labs. The purge has been armed. You need to...
You out, Commander.
Huh. So is this the lab? I thought there was more to this. Like, what is that other location now? I want to just go back and check. Also, I've got to do it. That's annoying. Yeah, but this ain't the hot lab, is it? I ain't been down there yet.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Murmuring something.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Oh. No, wait. Oh. Oh no, no, no. I might need to put my shield up. That might do. I think I might have to fight them though. I want to use a shotgun on these guys, but the game's like, oh no. Use overload. No, fuck. Why am I trying to rush it? I got plenty of time. Just thinking, might as well let the purge do its work. Instead of me killing them all. Problem is, come on, stop taking forever to switch, man. Come on, guys, do something. Did it. You think they would need to blow up the whole facility? Not just that one area. Oh no, okay, I did go in the lab. Okay. I thought there was just the hot lab was different. I swear that it was a bit bigger. Oh, is that it? That job done. Bavaria, death of matriarchs. Mission complete. You've eliminated right now. Depart. Rift station via the tram station. You arrived. Really? Everyone okay there? I guess we can go then. Oh. I was expecting more from that. I could have probably done this part in the last episode. I was expecting a bit longer to blow everything up. I thought it'd be the whole state. I thought it was the whole station that blew up. Because really, you think the whole facility's compromised? Like, everything should go. Because, God no, like, them rogue, like, you can't know for sure to wipe them all out. I suppose it was quite good. Like, the whole Benezia stuff was really good. The Rachni stuff was very alien and good. Oh,
what's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. My children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
I never did the disconnect thing. I should have done that. If I have another chance, I will. Let's go talk to everyone, see how everyone's doing. Especially Rex, he's probably not too happy. See how Joker's doing.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I love Joker, he's a good time.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Joker's a good laugh. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, I could have probably done that last episode, but it was a good episode last time anyway. Bit buggy though. Some of the bugs have been showing through.
Anything?
And that's one thing that's bothered me. Has anyone else had this issue where they start talking but they don't like the first line usually doesn't register almost, like they don't say the line.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting though. Poor kid, having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for a lost mass relay to who knows where, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
I trust you won't have any questions when whatever's coming hits the fan.
None. I'm not questioning the mission. I'm just concerned. You won't have to worry about me, Commander.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Why does she like? You think you'd have info on all of them?
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
I blame Saren. And if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No! I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
That's pretty fun. Let's get to go see Tally. She's up here, ain't she? Oh no, down below. Can't wait to speak to Rex. He's gonna be fun. Hey Rex, how you doing?
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged to crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
I kind of wish there was an all-play option, because it's weird, because I suppose it does allow you to absorb each bit of information, but like right now it's just a massive dump of information instead of I suppose you get time to, yeah. I was gonna say it'd be better either to have a plate or where he goes through all these options.
It sounds like a trap to me.
And
you
yeah,
must have
I don't know.
suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
The thing is, I just don't know why. Family extinction.
Rex.
I don't know why he's not talking about the Rachni.
Commander.
It's a bit of a shame.
Hello.
I gotta go.
Commander.
Oh,
Ashley.
before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why.
Scuttlebutt?
The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike.
Oh, there's
I didn't
proper
think he was
gossip
a bad
in
kid,
it.
just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Shepard's such a he just fucking interrogates everyone, doesn't he? The thing is, it's great the way they do the dialogue. It's like you get a lot of information about characters, but it's like in real life, Ashley would be like, "This none of your business," sort of thing. Like even if like you're a couple or something, you don't get that open. Even if it's with your boss, like especially with your boss.
The male pursues the female. That's their nature, in the genes.
They're gonna keep their genes on around my sisters. Unless they want to get up close and personal with pruning shears. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like it was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
That was point.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Bored now. I was about to say that. What's this crap? Oh, we could just imagine all that time just be really interested in the conversation. Go through every dialogue option and then going bored now.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
Sounds dull.
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed
Could
on
be a
a few
right
years
dick
back.
in this if you wanted.
He's probably still watching though. So behave.
I'm kind of thinking it's a bit of a crazy idea, but maybe if we complete all these games, because I'm gonna try and do a more heroic thing like I did originally. But would people be up for a second playthrough at some point? But me just be a dick to everyone? I don't know. I suppose it's a lot. Suppose like Mass Effect is enjoyable.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
Just my commanding officer, huh? We'll have to see about that.
I'll look forward to our next talk.
You should. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Skipper.
You just had to go at me for talking to her.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Why does she keep calling me Skipper?
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
I like that hat. There's just so much stuff to sell. Oh, fuck it, I can't organise that shit. It's not important. I need to buy stuff more.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Can you have a romantic relationship with Tali in this?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
So I know that Tali, really the relationship hits hard in Mass Effect 2 and 3.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I guess I'm just tired of people judging me because of who my father is. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
I love it when you actually can help the Geth get sentient. With Legion and everything. That's such a good storyline.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay. Right, we got the Pharaohs smuggling. We could go and do this one and maybe end it there today. I know it's a bit of a short one, but we'll see. You've agreed to help. His package has been left outside Normandy in the docking bay. Are we still parked up? Alright, Shepard. I like my Shepard's design. It's the same, it's pretty similar to the one I did on 360. He's a little bit different. It's kind of hard to get a perfect, like, it would have been nice if they were able to do a port from the 360 one of like your character. I suppose I could. Well, you know that I was thinking about doing an evil playthrough. What if we did a Karen? What if maybe once we've done all the... Instead of doing Mass Effect Andromeda again, what if I did... once we play through all these, maybe play through Mass Effect 1 again. This... And do it as Dr. do it as Dr. Karen. Like proper make a Karen Shepard and have her just moan and be really toxic and dictatorial.
Log. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
That might be actually quite fun. A Karen playthrough. Because I've not played the female ship, so maybe. Because I was going to do Mass Effect Andromeda again. It'd be kind of interesting to like play through the trilogy on like maybe as a female and go the evil route, which I don't like to do because I don't like to be cruel to anyone, like especially with my allies and stuff. I suppose there's an alternative, like where like the evil option is being a dictator and bossing, like making people like you through the evil decisions. Okay. So where do we need to take this? It appears to be powerful experiment weapon mod. Bring it back to him. Oh. So I've got to go through the scan. That's not good. Oh, this ain't gonna go well.
Commander, I'm glad you stopped to talk. I wanted to tell you how unfortunate it was that Analea Sama was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Rest assured, I bear you no ill will.
You've been...
Unfortunate? He was a criminal, Captain.
I don't mind being a bit cruel now and then.
The Executive Board is not concerned with galactic law, Commander. That's why this planet was settled, after all. As far as they are concerned, Analea Sama went too far. On Noveria, you may do what you wish, so long as you do not disturb public order. I only request that you limit the number of disturbances you provoke. I would consider it a favor.
As I'm smuggling.
I'd like to give that promise, but I can't predict what I may have to do in the future.
Of course, these things happen. If you will excuse me, I must file reports of this incident. Good day.
Uh-oh. Are they gonna scam me and pop? Oh. Oh no. So much for smuggling. And you think they would detect stuff? And God knows where I put the crate. Put my ass maybe? Or am I smuggling it out of the place? I might be stupid here. It appears a powerful experiment. Bring it back to him at his yeah. It's not. You think smuggling would be smuggling it out of the out of Noveria, not to him.
Do you have the package? The customer grows restless.
Here you are.
The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness of light, it thanks you. This one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
You're trying to make me laugh. You think I'm here to amuse you, to make funny sputtering noises when you offer an insult instead of a reward.
No, this one would never. This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
If that's the best you can
Come
do,
on.
fine.
This one is glad to have come to an agreement.
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your return.
Nice armor. Where did I get that armor for? Ashley. It's blue. Yeah, where'd I get that armor from? Oh man, that's cool armor right there. Pretty cool. What am I doing? I would actually have that on, but so I don't think I can. My armor? Yeah, I can't do anything with my armor in this. Right, squad. Gee, what do I do with Liara? I haven't gone with a specific thing. I think I'd go with pistol with her, don't I? Yeah, she's got decent stuff anyway. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. That's overall better, innit? Med retard charge bonus. Power bonus, cooldown bonus. Biotic. Yeah, it's technically better. I suppose that'll do. Right, so plan of action now. I suppose you could end it here. So we've got just got a lot of bits and bobs to do. Go to Pharos and stuff. I suppose it's a good point to end because we've kind of wrapped up the whole well, we wrapped up the What's It quest line. So now it'd be well, we've wrapped up the what's the what blanked on the name of the creature? Rachni. Yeah. Finished the Rachni quest line. And we somewhat caught up with all the crew, so essentially we can just run right into anywhere else we go. Like the only thing is like the only downside is what was it? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna like. The only downside was to that smuggling mission just then. That was it. The fact that they didn't scam me and like they could have had a whole conflict situation there where they were like, "Hey Shepard, you've got something on you. We're picking up something weird on you," and you're like, "Oh, you can be honest, but like you can be a bit demanding. I'm taking it through, whether you like it or not." I think that would have been cool, but like, there's been a few things like that in the like continuity, like for like for writing purposes. They kind of don't speak like normal people in a way. Like it's the only way to learn the game though, because the way the game works is like Shepard's always asking questions all the time, and that's great for me where you just want to absorb the lore and everything and enjoy the dialogue. But in a realistic sense, like when we were talking to Ashley earlier, really Ashley would be like, all this family business you're talking about is none of your business. You're my boss, that's it. I know we've done a few missions, but it's not that much really. But yeah, it's been good. So we'll wrap it up there today, and then next rotation, which will start from tomorrow, will be Halo Infinite, and then the rotation after that we'll be back with Mass Effect. And there should be some Grounded later on. In a recent Assassin's Creed video, I was talking about how I'm kind of losing a bit of interest with Grounded, and I was not because like I don't like the game, I love the game, but like the updates and the way the game's heading, it's not really my thing. It's kind of turning into someone else's game almost for what I want. I want the survival game, not the RPG, bullet sponge, tanky enemy boss fights every 5 seconds. But I was thinking maybe I could always play something different until I want to hop back on Grounded. I'm going to still do Grounded for a few rotations still to check out the update. I'm kind of thinking maybe I could do, I was thinking No Man's Sky, but because I'm doing Halo and this, would that be too much sci-fi on the channel? Or there's Minecraft, but it's just with No Man's Sky, there's been so many updates and so many improvements to that game. I would be curious to see how it is. It would be playing through Xbox One, but I guess I'll see in a few rotations. I would go back to The Long Dark, but I don't know. That was fun and chill for what it was worth, but I don't think that can replace like the creativity and the openness that Grounded has. I want something similar to Grounded, like a No Man's Sky, Minecraft, survivally but not too dominant game. Like with No Man's Sky, I can see me building, or I've seen videos ages ago where people just did planet exploration as like a space pirate, and that looked really cool. Like, I like the idea of just we could end up going to a planet every episode and just seeing how it goes, and it could be cool. I know it's a lot of sci-fi. Maybe. And I know that there's a Mass Effect. I know you can get the what's the Normandy in No Man's Sky. I don't know how you get it. I think it might be a special event, so you might not be able to just log in and get it, but I've seen people, I don't know whether it's a frigate or I don't know what it is, but I think you might be able to just fly it around. Like something like that'd be awesome, like to try and get. But I'll have to look into that. But we'll see. I want to do a few more videos on the update for Grounded. It's just, maybe it's because I've done so many episodes on Grounded, maybe I'm a bit bored, but it's been a while now, like ever since really, I'd say, Shroom and Doom, and with the weapon upgrades, I've not really connected too well with Grounded. I'll talk about it more in probably later on today in Grounded's episode, or yesterday, there would have been one. I might talk about it a bit more, because when I did the first impressions of the rotation of going into the Wood update video, there was some, like, it's definitely going into a direction I'm not a fan of. Like, it does, like, the whole progression and the feeling of the game doesn't feel very open or as satisfying as I think it could be, and I feel like the survival side could be better. I don't know, I'll talk about it more in next time, but it's been a while since where I've been like, it's going down a path I don't want it, but that's not a bad thing. Like, people have been giving the feedback for this stuff, so it's more or less what they want, and if it's the best thing for the community, fine. But it's just, maybe I'm just growing out Grounded, or I just need a break maybe, but I don't know what to do. I'll talk about it in Grounded though. But Mass Effect's been great as always. I really enjoyed the Rachni storyline. Like, they could have a whole Mass Effect game based around the Rachni. The whole system is so cool. It's like Alien, a bit like the Flood. Like, they could do something really crazy with it. Like, they do some good stuff in Mass Effect 3. Like, it'd be kind of cool to have like that come back. And there was another thing. I saw a rumor that Mass Effect 4, you'll be playing as Shepard, but a clone or something. I don't like. It's probably bullshit, but I kind of like that idea. An excuse to bring Shepard back, but it's like, because that's the only way Mass Effect could survive. I think it'd be nice to have another Andromeda, because I played that the other few months ago, and it wasn't too bad. But Mass Effect is Shepard, you know, and Liara, Rex, Tali. It'd be nice. It'd be awesome to see them in a modern Mass Effect game. Just one more time, you know. And maybe they are, because it makes sense for them to do the, like, sure, they've done the remaster, so maybe they're like seeing how, like, cashing in almost, and like more than likely it's a cash grab until the next BioWare can release another game. But maybe it's just a hint saying, like, we're sorry about Andromeda, here's the trilogy, and we might be working on the next game in the trilogy. Right, won't be. It'll be maybe like they do like they could do a prequel. I don't know, like, sure, man, you want to be the commander. Do like a prequel series like what Star Wars did and just fuck it up. But it's I'd rather have that, a prequel series, than them do an Andromeda, which is technically a Disney interpretation of the games. But yeah, it's been good anyway. There'll be more Mass Effect soon, so, and check out my Halo, that'll be up in the next rotation, and it's been up. We've been cracking on with Legendary, and yeah, we'll leave it there. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.